I'm Jason Majoue, and I am the CMO with my business partner Desmond Soon and Bjorn Horn. We're basically help entrepreneurs, business owners, coaches, and many other influencers out there with their lead generation or brand exposure problems, and we give them solutions through video marketing solutions. And basically we do this through the platform of YouTube. Before that, I was an internet marketer and a paid traffic consultant. And basically what happens with that is when you're a video traffic consultant, you have maybe different affiliate offers or things like that to make money when you're first starting out before you start helping other companies. And that was a good start for me, and it really helped me get to making 6 figures in my business in a very exciting time and learning and applying all those different areas of internet marketing. So that's where I was at previous to this. With any business, we all have highs and lows in our business, and I wanted something that was more long-term and longer-term consistent, not just like per year consistency. And so that's where I really wanted to get to that point where I wanted more certainty and scalability in my business. I think at first it was a difficult journey because I had also gone through a lot of other things. I'd been in other countries like parts of Asia and especially Japan, and I'd seen what I liked and didn't like about working either whether it was when I used to have a job or even when I became a full-time entrepreneur. I realized how important it was to have the right mentors, because there's a lot of different stuff out there where if you just keep reading the information online, or if you just keep reading all these amazing books that are out there, but there's a lot of sometimes conflicting information, and having someone that has gone down that road and actually been able to dissect that information and really get it to a point where you can actually have it usable in your life and know and understand your situation, not just a cookie cutter plan or just here's the hammers and the nails, but actually help you build your house. That's what I was looking for. With my business partner Desmond, we had connected, we knew each other for many years, and I saw kind of the change that Desmond was having in his life and his business at the time, even before we became a partnership. And what I had learned is the change in his behavior, the way he approaches and speaks to others, his respect for his mentor Dan, and many other things. And he told me a lot about Dan Lok, and I was at first kind of like, okay, well, how is he different than maybe other people out there? Because I admired many other influencers out there that were getting results. So I wanted to see what was making Dan more of a me-only type of someone that can maybe possibly help me if that was something that I was looking to in the future. So I kind of observed for a while, but it really changed when I got a chance to meet Dan and also a lot of other Dan Lok Inner Circle members at a ClickFunnels event. And at that event, I was basically able to really connect with him and also some of the other members, and just really see kind of how they work towards each other and what did they, just get their own personal information and really get to know them and see what they were going through and how happy they were. And also really liked the close family relationship that I felt there. So I felt very at home with a bunch of other entrepreneurs, because sometimes I've gone to different events and I connect with entrepreneurs, but I didn't feel quite like I was, apart with them. But maybe I kind of like had fun maybe talking with them, but it wasn't really, quite like a family relationship. It was more like a, just kind of either transactional, or they're just trying to network with you for a connection. It was a very different feeling that I had being with the Dan Lok Inner Circle. And at the time, I was not a Dan Lok Inner Circle member. I was actually still looking from the outside. And so seeing how that relationship was really kind of helped change some of my feelings, and no one was trying to pressure me or get me into something or kind of get me into a special room and try to get me to join a program or anything like that. It was very unique in the way they do that with. So it was really helpful. That helped me in my decision. That's how I made my decision to basically start with Dan Lok and get an interview and go through that process. I think it's really important that if you're looking from the outside, and even if you go check out the website, or if you looked at some of Dan's YouTube videos, or maybe perhaps other people's testimonies, or even mine, I think you would understand the importance of really knowing, is this someone that can really help you get more scalability in your business, more certainty, or if you have other additional needs and desires and really want real change, is this someone that can really help you with that, for whether it's more time with your family, or more things to help you with your struggles to get to that next milestone in your business, whether it's financially or your products and offers, or it's personal development. Because that's another big thing that I saw that a lot of other programs might be missing, is the right balance of business, connection, family, new things, openness, and also learning how to be vulnerable at the same time, because this is a group where you can actually be in a safe place and still be vulnerable while everybody helps you in a tight-knit family, versus other places it's kind of like you almost have to kind of put on like a facade, and you see everybody else is doing that to make you feel like you're just learning, but you're not really putting your things that you're struggling through out there to get that real help, and then have people actually kind of help there and stand in and really help you. It wasn't just only Dan helping. I really saw that other members would want to step in and help with you, or role play, or really try to connect with you through power circles where we have like accountability groups. So if you want more accountability and you want more certainty and scalability in your business from many of these things that I've addressed, I think that this is the way to go. I'm originally from New Orleans, but I was living in Dallas at the time, and that's where I met a lot of Dan Locke's Inner Circle members as well as himself at an event. And at that time I was considering moving, but at the time I also wanted to know if I'm going to be closer to someone that's going to be a mentor, whether it's this mentor I was looking at or this mentor. I wanted someone where if I'm closer to them, I know that I can have that consistent relationship. And if I'm thinking from the long-term play here, that was a really good stretch for me, because at first, it was a big stretch, because I was like, wow, I'm about to move to Dallas, Texas, to actually Seattle, Washington, which is about an hour and a half away with good traffic, to Vancouver, Canada. And so it was a good, transformation for me, because I made this huge move and sacrifice of, time and money and adjusting my resources and location and all that, and environment, to go to Seattle, where I didn't know anybody in Seattle actually, and to make that sacrifice to be closer to my mentor, who I've already made a decision and I've already gotten started, and really get closer to that, because I knew that he would help provide that certainty and scalability in my business if I took action and was coachable and did what he asked. It's important that the differences that I've felt now that I've been in Dan Locke Inner Circle for some time now, I felt that as I was coachable and taking action on the things that he was giving me, I didn't feel like I was getting so much of a what they say, fire hose of water to your mouth. Like, he's got the information out there, but he really learns to tailor it to your personality, and really you could see that he really cares about your needs and where you're at in your business. Instead of just trying to give you everything all at one time, he really makes sure that he helps you with that. And that's one of the things that I felt from that, is anytime that I had those coaching calls with him, or the materials that he gave me at masterminds, I had things that I can apply, that I can use directly for my business to help me get closer to where I'm at in my business, to get to that next level. And I felt that, and I see it progressing, and that's where I feel like, I've made the right investment, and I'm seeing what I want in my results. I'm very excited and happy with it. I'd always been into personal development products, or things from videos or courses and things like that, but it's really cool to see it from a multimillionaire, where you can speak to them in person more than once, more consistently, and really have all that aggregated information dialed down to what can really help you. And that's what really helped me too, is from working with Dan, that I still had maybe certain other limiting beliefs at those times, and it really helped me with that shift. And he helped me, kind of get out of those things, or the way that I say things to myself, or the words that I say, or the way that I speak to others, or the actions that I take in my business daily, like even my monthly actions, and what am I doing daily that's the highest priority things, and really applying the right principles that can really make sure that I'm more effective and productive in my day. It's not just saying, oh, just write out a task list. He really gives you the most important things, and knowing that you're working on all your important categories of your business, but still making sure that you're getting each of them done in a balance, instead of like being overwhelmed with just a long to-do checklist where you feel like you're just gonna check off the easy stuff, and then you feel like, wait a minute, I got all these really important things that are going to really help my business move. He really helps you get past those limiting beliefs on that, to help you take your business to the next level. It was really a good commitment, because it strengthened my commitment more and more to make that drive. When you have to drive 2 hours there and then 2 hours back, or something like that, depending on traffic, it's like, wow, it's like, it really makes sure, like, hey, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to get my transformation little by little each time. I'm going to make this worth my time, and be productive, and really connect, and then apply what I'm learning, not just be a consumer, but be a producer at the same time, and then learn how to be the proper business owner and investor that I need to be. I've seen from different masterminds, they really focus just like on business only, or personal development only, or spirituality only, or really just your pricing of your offer only. But for me, I wanted something where I can get like a more all-encompassing, done for you, like take care of it all, where you can kind of see like, hey, we've got all that for you, and we're going to teach you how to apply it, and you're going to have accountability. You're going to have all those other pieces so that you're not just getting, one piece, but you get all of it, but it gets given to you at the time that you need it the most and where you're at in your business. And I like that he has the good judgment calls to know when to give certain information to people to review. Even if he's got it all out there for you that you have access to, for all of us as members, it's really good that I have access to the things that he wants me to focus on. Hey, remember that thing that we did in a recent mastermind? I want you to focus back on that again. And then I know to just focus on that right now, not just get overwhelmed and just go search all over the place for the materials that we have access to, or even calls so that it's not redundant questions that I'm asking, or just these holes. And I really like that I get all of that with him at the different pieces of my business as I progressed on, versus like I talked about earlier with the groups, it's got one thing, but it's missing a whole bunch of areas why some of those entrepreneurs in those other groups are still kind of stuck because they're only getting a piece of it and they're not getting the full piece to have someone work with them to build their house. It's not just about the nails and the hammer, it's about also helping have that person and that mentor that can help you build the house because they've done it before. I would have them look at their results, where they're at right now and where they want to go, and look at their core values, their core needs, and look at you've got the price there looking at you, and you've got where you want to be at next. Think of that kind of like that heaven and that hell. And if you want to go from that hell in your business to the heaven, you have to really think about, what is this worth to you? What is this program worth to you to get you where you need to go? Where all these things are here, it's what you want, your core desires and needs and things. What would this do for you? What is that worth to you? And I think that's really what hit home for me, is always rethinking back. Anytime I look at my money situation for any of my bills or investments or any other things in my life, are those things bringing value to me, and am I applying those things to get the best value out of them? And is it helping me get to the things that I felt had that value and that worth? And when I see it repeated to me over again, reconfirmed to me again and again, it just goes like, yeah, I love this, I'm gonna keep it going, and I have no concerns, and I love it.
Now, you've been watching my videos for some time now, but have you read my book, FU Money? If you have, good for you. Comment below and share with me what you've learned. If you haven't, what's your excuse? This book currently sells on Amazon for 20 bucks. Let me eliminate the excuse for you. I'm gonna give it to you for free. Go to the description link below. Go to www.fumoney.com. fumoney.com. I'm gonna give you a copy for free and you can download it immediately. Read this book. If you enjoy my videos, you'll love my book. It's the most powerful book that I've written on the topic of success, wealth, and financial independence. You'll love it.